Today was a pretty busy day. Well, Tuesdays and Thursdays are always really busy for me. I got 2 classes back to back in the mornings, and then I got my on-campus job for a scholarship, and I have that up until my last class of the day begins, and that class doesn't end until almost 6. But it went well. Everything went well. I got a lot done and whatnot, so that was good. But also, I've officially finished the Tribunal questline in Morrowind, and I gotta say, it was pretty fantastic. I definitely gotta, it was one of the coolest expansions for an Elder Scrolls game I've ever played through. The city of Morrowind, where it takes place, is a really interesting location. A lot of cool stuff. Even like the massive dwarven dungeon that they constantly send you to is pretty neat. It's not, and they don't really send you over there too often. I've only had to go there twice, I think, three times maybe. I don't know, but anyways, it was really cool. A lot of cool new characters. Including you get to meet the king. You get to meet Almalexia, who is one of the Tribunal gods, and everything. All this cool stuff. You also get a lot of really cool items, which in a minute I'm about to showcase my Morrowind character, actually, that I just beat this expansion with, because I got some really cool items from completing the story to show off. But yeah, overall it was really cool. Really expanded on the lore. Talked a lot about the history and all the different magic lore and all this other cool stuff from Morrowind. A lot of really interesting new challenges and stuff. And the final dungeon, the Clockwork City, was one of the most interesting dungeons I've been in an Elder Scrolls game. With a lot of interesting puzzles and stuff, and traps to avoid. It was pretty fun. Good challenge for my character, which, my character's over level 30, well, at the time anyways. Since then, I used my massive fortune of gold to level myself up all the way to past level 50 now, I think. Because I am preparing for Blood Moon, the other expansion of Morrowind. And I read online that the recommended level for that was over 50, because a lot of challenging enemies there, like werewolves. So definitely you expect to hear a lot about Blood Moon once I start it up. Probably tonight. I mean, I have no classes tomorrow, on Fridays, so I'll probably stay up a good while playing Morrowind. But yeah. Tribunal is a really great expansion. I give it a 10 out of 10 overall. Very challenging, very fun. A lot of great new additions to the lore, as well as to your character's arsenal in terms of spells and weapons, armor, magic items. And all the new side quests are pretty interesting too. One of the most fun ones that I did was one where you had to replace an actor in this live stage play, and you only had a little bit to memorize these lines in this really long poem, and you actually had to in real time select the right option. And in the middle of the play, an assassin actually runs onto stage and tries to stab you, and so you had to stop him. It was really great. Yeah, and now I'm about to do a quest where you fill in as a bouncer at the local inn. I tried to do it once, however, I had to use hand-to-hand combat in this quest, and my hand-to-hand combat level was 5, meaning that I couldn't beat this little wood elf in this hand-to-hand brawl, and he was beating the crap out of me, and I lost every time. So now I've leveled myself up. But without further ado, speaking of which, it's time to showcase my character that I've had for I want to say probably around 7 years now or so. So remember, I got this game for my 13th birthday, I want to say. So yeah, so I've had this character that entire time since I was 13, 14, I want to say. But yeah, without further ado, let me show you my character. Alright, so here's my character. He actually shares my name, Nick. I know, very creative. But here's his inventory. As you can see, he's got a lot of great stuff. Also, sorry you can't really see the names of the items very well, because they're all blocked. I have a very small TV, but that's alright. Now let me show you my swag. So as you can see, I've amassed a lot of potions. I actually had a lot more. I really had to clean out my potions because I had so many that they were weighing me down, and a lot of them were really niche, kind of useless. But anyways, so the weapon that I got, Hope's Flame, or True Flame rather, the Sword of the Nerevarine, It has some pretty great stats, really cool fire enchantment. It's the most powerful weapon that I've picked up so far. And long blades are one of my character's specialties, so I had to pick this bad boy up. I also got this really cool Dwarven shield as well from the quest line. But my favorite thing that I got was my character specializes in medium armor, which is a skill that has since been removed from the Elder Scrolls series. Like, Morrowind was the last game to have it. It's basically in between heavy and light, but that's what my character uses. And I got a really nice set that replaced all of the armor that I had, basically, because of how good it was. And that's the Royal Guard armor that you see on, like, the Royal Guards all throughout Mournhold. And it's a really nice set. Let me show it off better. I have to take off my really cool robe. There we go, yeah. Yeah, but I also wear the Robe of the Hortator, which you get through the main quest of the regular game. I got this jewelry, this shirt or something, these pants, levitation pants, a few other items, of course my, whatchamacallit, potions. I also have some scrolls, just keep around me, some useful utility stuff. I got some sort of, oh yeah, I got a book too, because my character recently joined the temple. I got all my lockpicks and keys. I currently have 74,000 gold. I used to have almost 200,000 gold, but I did so much training right before I filmed this that's how much gold I have now. But not to worry, I'm now going to be doing all the side quests in Tribunal to earn myself some coin, get back some wealth. Yeah, I got all my lockpicking. But yeah, like nothing too crazy. I mean, I may do a showcase of my character's houses as well to show off all my gear. But that would take a while. That might have to be its own video. But also, here's the stats. I got 458 health, 83 magic, I'm no wizard, and 341 fatigue. I'm currently level 50. I'm a Dunmer Dark Elf, and I have a custom class called the Soldier. And here's all of its major and minor skills. I mean, I'm happy with this class. The only thing is, I wish I had acrobatics in here. Because of what I always do for a... I know you're not supposed to do this, but I always do for my custom classes in Elder Scrolls is I have athletics and acrobatics as some of my main skills, so I level up real fast. I know you're not supposed to do that, at least in Oblivion, but I don't care. I think it's fun. I don't know why I put alchemy in here. This was like when I was really starting out in the game, and I had no idea that alchemy would actually be pretty much impossible at very early levels, so it's... yeah. So overall, I would definitely redo this custom class or have a completely new class overall. But here's the other stats. I got 3 of them at 100. I don't know why speed is right over 100. I don't know. I think I'm wearing some sort of like, I think an amulet or something that's doing that. I don't know. But agility's almost there. Intelligence is pretty up there. So my guy's pretty book smart, I guess. Personality, a lot of people love me. Luck, I'm not really Irish lucky now, am I? Willpower, I guess I'm not very strong-willed. Even though my character has beaten like 2 gods at this point. Well, a god and like a demon dude. I don't know what Dagothar would fall under. Dagothar is like the main villain. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Here's my map. How much I filled in. I think I filled in a lot more, but my map is kind of glitched. So I don't think most of it's like there. I don't know. And here's all my spells. Well, I'm not really a wizard, so all I have are these 2 powers, these 2 spells, Mark and Recall, which is basically this game's version of fast travel, kind of. And then I just have all my scrolls and magic items. But yeah, but that is the gist of my Morrowind character. Hope this was at least a little bit interesting. And if you had no idea what was going on, you've never played Morrowind, play Morrowind. Alright, it's great. It can be very challenging, especially at very early levels, but play it. You will never regret it. It's great. But yeah, look forward to tomorrow night. Sometime tomorrow night, I will be live streaming Oblivion on my computer in celebration of hitting over 200 subs. Thank you again so much. I will probably begin that stream somewhere around, like, I don't know, the neighborhood of like 8 or 9 in the evening tomorrow. I will maybe post on the channel about that. But yeah, I hope you all thought this was interesting, and I will see you all tomorrow night. I'll probably post a vlog like immediately after the stream, or maybe right before, depending on how long it's going to be. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Good night, hope you stay warm, and I'll see you next time.